Hello and welcome to Build With Me on Politics Social. I am Graham Hughes, which will come up on the screen if I press the button for that to happen. Hey, how's it going? Good to have everyone in the chat here. We've got Billy in there, we've got Philip, we've got Sarah and Anthony. If you would like to join them as we build a Lego globe of the world, there it is. It's upside down at the moment. I can hold it there in the middle. There you go. I've got the whole world in my arms? Hands? Can't remember the song now. Anyway, there it is. That's how far we've got so far. We've got 3/4 left to do at the bottom here, or 3 quadrants maybe. I don't know. Anyway, they're still to be done. Demi-quadrants, let's call them, because they're half a quadrant. Yeah, if you would like to join our friends in the chat there, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and just wait for 30 seconds, a minute, and you'll be able to join them. We're going to talk about anything but politics today. That's the plan. So we're going to talk about, I don't know, the weather, maybe. Maybe we're going to talk about the weather. We're going to talk about video games. We can talk about movies or music or nostalgia. Like, do you remember those days when the Nazis weren't in charge of America? Oh, shit, sorry, bit of politics there. All of that good stuff. So if you want to join us in talking about that, you are very, very welcome to do so. Patrick says, I'm building with Graham too. Yay! That's pretty cool. Ghost Pouch is in there. And Sarah saying, hi, Anthony. Okay, so we will just head over to the other screen here. This is the GoPro. This is the GoPro. And here we have bag numero 13. And we're going to look here on the instructions. We've got the 13th bag. The 13th bag! It's a terrible movie, that. Don't watch it. Joking. There's no movie called The 13th Bag. Well, I don't think there is anyway. Right, so, standard operating procedure. Make sure there's nothing left in the bag. Tripped up on that a few times. I'm going to take these blue bits out of here so they're not in my way. This is all what we have done literally about 16 or so times before. So 20 times before. So let's go for another 4. Let's go for another 4. So first of all, we'll put that over there. I hope this is a good little area for us to work in here. I'll just move my instructions over a little bit. I've got my microphone here. Now I might move my microphone because I'm gonna be talking away from the microphone a little bit, which probably isn't great. I probably have my microphone on this side. But I'm a bit worried now that if I bring my microphone too far over, I'll knock me globe off the desk, which will be hilarious, but also catastrophic because that's exactly what we didn't want to happen. So Simon Taylor, please check this guy out. You'll like it. Oh, thanks, Simon. Are you talking about me? I don't know. Right, I know we're going to make 2 of these, so I'm going to get 2 of them, and I am going to get 2 of them. Apparently it is cold outside, says Genie Bottle. Apparently it is. Well, you go outside, it is a bit cold, but it is winter, so that's kind of to be expected. Plus we're undergoing a shift in our climate, so that's not great, all things being equal. But we said we were going to talk to about stuff. Talk to me about countries. Tell me where you've been. Tell me where you want to go. Let's talk about countries around the world, because that would make sense, wouldn't it? Because this is I'm making Lego. So let's talk about countries. Where have you gone? Where do you want to go? Where wouldn't you go again? Anyone got any horror stories? Did anyone get thrown in jail when they went to Congo or something mad like that? Oh no, that's me. Let's have a look in here. Do you know what though? I bear no ill will to my friends in Congo. I'll go back. You might think I'd be crazy to go back, but I would. On these little black pieces here. That goes in there like that. Beautiful. Look at this. We've got to make 2 up of everything here. But we have, if you've seen any of the other episodes, we have done this before. This is the internal structure of the globe. So I'm kind of used to doing it. Not quite up to the level of muscle memory yet, but we're getting there. We are getting there. We're getting faster every time. Hopefully we'll get 2 more quadrants, or hemi-quadrants as I'm calling them, done today. That's the plan. Stan, my man, do you like my plan? Right, so that goes in there like that. And I don't fancy going to America for a long time. Yeah, Patrick McCarthy. My American visa might be a little bit wasted. It might be a little bit wasted. I got this American visa. I went to America for about an hour to film a video about the death of America. But yeah, we're not talking about politics. Meant to be stormy at the weekend. I can't really share my travel stories. I've been to Disney Paris, Glasgow, Wales for Comic Con. Met Jenna Coleman. Ooh, Jenna Coleman. She's lovely. We like Jenna. You know, she's not. She wasn't Amy Pond. I'm sorry. I just have a bit of a thing for Amy because I guess she's a ginge like me, and you know us gingers have to stick together. She knows what it's like to be gingerfied. Oh, sorry, I just knocked the mic there. Didn't mean to do that. But yeah, Jenna Coleman, she's pretty cool, and she was paired up with. Well, she was with Matt Smith for a bit, wasn't she? But then she was with Peter Capaldi, who was the best Doctor. Like, just for me, he was really, really good, and some of the episodes were just fantastic. Like, really, really, really good. I remember showing an episode of Doctor Who to a woman from Colombia who was staying with me on my island through couch surfing many moons ago, and it was the episode where the Doctor was trying to figure out what was following him, like what was his shadow that was always there, and then he realised after going back to Gallifrey as a child or something that the thing that was always following him was his fear. His fear was always following him. It was just a really good episode. And then there was the one Hellbent, which was, or Heaven Sent, I always got those two mixed up, where he was stuck in that puzzle. And he basically had to revive himself over and over and over and over again, literally billions of times before punching his way through a wall of diamonds to get back to the TARDIS. Are just really phenomenal, out there, interesting, different stories. That's what I like. I like stories that are a bit different. I hate Doctor Who stories. I'm going to tell you this now. I hate Doctor Who stories when it's just some aliens turn up. They're not very nice. They seem nice, but they're not very nice. And then they turn out not to be nice. And then everyone, and the Doctor's like, oh, I knew you weren't nice. And then they're like, haha, now we're going to kill you. And the Doctor's like, no, you're not, because I'm going to pull this lever. And he pulls the lever, and then all the aliens go away. And all the humans that they've killed magically come back to life because of the magic lever that the Doctor's pulled. And I'm like, oh, it's just lazy writing. That's just shit, lazy writing. It's not clever. It's not interesting. It's bollocks. It really pisses me off when they do that in Doctor Who. But Doctor Who should be better than that. But, you know, I guess sometimes they've just got to... They have to make 10 episodes in a season or whatever it is. And they've got a couple of filler episodes. And they just go, oh, sod it. Let's do an episode like Robot of Sherwood, which was written by Mark Gatiss, by the way, from A League of Gentlemen, from, you know, of League of Gentlemen fame. I was going to say Inside Number 9, but he's not, is he? Because it's Steve Pemberton and the other one in Inside Number 9. He's not actually part of that. But Mark Gatiss, I mean, normally he's a really good writer, but he was given a chance to do this Robin of Robot of Sherwood. Oh, it was just bloody awful on every level. Couldn't believe it. Anyway, Tom Baker was my doctor, says Lucian. I can still be your doctor. He's a Scouser as well, along with Paul McGann, the two Scouse doctors. The two Scouse doctors, that's pretty good. And almost a Scouse Bond with, what's his name? Your man. Daniel Craig. He's almost a Scouser. I bet he does a really good Scouse accent when he wants to. Never seen him do a Scouse accent, but I'm sure he could do a good one. He grew up over the water, near Chester. Oh, I've attached the two bits together that I'm not supposed to attach those two together, Graham. I'm supposed to attach this to here. That's more better. There you go. The red bit goes into the globe, and this bit goes into here. Yeah. Are you local? Are you local? He said he wanted to see my points. Do you know, I'll tell you a story. I went to see The League of Gentlemen live many moons ago. I think I was in university, so it's probably 2000, probably the year 2000 maybe. And I hadn't seen a single episode of the TV show. And so the live show was completely lost on me. I was taken by a friend. I didn't get the tickets myself. And I saw the TV show afterwards, and God, I wish I'd seen the TV show because it was like they did some sketches that weren't necessarily League of Gentlemen. There's one that they did for Comic Relief where it's Scott of the Antarctic, and he's like, "I'm going out for a walk," and he's like, "Oh, well, if you're going out, would you mind, noshing me off before you go," or something like that, which is quite funny. And then they had like Edward and Tubbs came out. I think it was the end of season 2, so whatever year season 2 ended, which supposedly ended with them dying, getting blown up or something. And they came on stage all like covered in charcoal, like they've been in an explosion, and everyone's like cheering and whooping in the audience. Everyone's delighted. I'm just sitting there because I haven't seen the TV show. I'm just sitting there like, what's going on? I've got no idea. Anyway, what's going on in the chat? Are you local? He's taken my petrol, my precious things. I think Daniel Craig used this Scouse accent in the World War One film The Trench. Ooh, I'll have to watch that. See him being a Scouser. Like, he could, he's grown up around Scousers, because once Scousers get enough money, they go to Chester. That's usually the rule. Like, you see all those footballers, right? Very sort of working class lads who do well. They always end up in Chester, driving around in big SUVs. It's just what you do, it's just what you do when you make it as a Scouser. You just go to Chester. Chester's beautiful, by the way. If you've never been there, it is really a place that you should check out at least once in your life. Some amazing Roman ruins, and it's kind of like this weird Victorian. It's a city. It's a town in its own right, but it's almost like what could you call it? It's almost like a Victorian Epcot Centre. Can I call it that? Because it's got like these rows of like Tudor buildings in the city centre, and they're not really Tudor. They're actually Victorian. But there were Tudor buildings there, but they were knocked down to make the Tudor buildings to make the Victorian buildings, which looked Tudor because they looked more Tudor or something. I don't know. Something about that. Someone from Chester's gonna fucking correct me now, aren't you? No, Graham, dickhead. That's not what it. Oh, hang on. These little fellas are too big. We just want the small ones on here. Just the little ones, the little diddy ones. We didn't burn him, is always my favourite line. Yeah, and it's the hands at the end. It's like, we didn't burn him. But yeah, it wasn't a Hitler salute. It wasn't a Hitler salute. But yeah, with those grotesques in that TV show, basically they are now just they've just taken over, haven't they? They're the people in charge. It's absolute weirdos. But you live and learn, don't you? You learn that people are weird. What's happening in the chat? Is there any point in you switching the telly since everything seems to get filmed round your way? Someone to Sarah Davis. Yeah, a lot of things get filmed in Liverpool actually, which is quite fun. Like you're watching the Sherlock Holmes that Guy Ritchie made, and you see the old tobacco warehouse. You watch the first Avenger, the Captain America film, and there's a scene where he's chasing someone down in old New York, but it's actually down by the end of the Leeds-Liverpool Canal in Liverpool, which is quite cool. Like, famous people. Here in Durham, we had a bit of Avengers Endgame filmed here, where what's his name? Thor was monkeying around in Valhalla. That was filmed here in Durham at the cathedral, and Harry Potter as well. If you've already got Harry Potter on DVD, fine, whatever. Just don't watch it again on like streaming or anything, because you don't really want to give J.K. Rowling any money now, do you? But if you've already got the books, fine. You don't have to burn them. You didn't burn them. Tells me that goose-stepping morons like yourself should try reading books instead of burning them. As Henry Jones Jr. once said. Right, so, no, Henry Jones Sr., sorry, should I say. Get me and these mixed up here. Ivan, thank you very much for the £5 super chat, my friend. That is very, very kind of you. I'm going to press my super chat button. Boop. Graham, where's the best place to get that specific Lego from? I'm thinking for my nephew's birthday. Oh no, Ivan, I don't know. Like, I don't know because I didn't buy it. Like, it was bought for me as a present. I've got no idea. And Catherine looked it up and told me it was really expensive. And I probably shouldn't look it up because I'd be like, oh my God, there's too much money to spend on me. So yeah, I don't know. Just don't, maybe have a look and just, I'm sure it'll be fine. But maybe have a think about not buying it from what are they called? Those horrible people. The horrible people. I forgot what they're called now. Amazon. Yeah, try not buying it from Amazon because that guy, what's his name? Bezos. He's horrible. Although we're not supposed to be talking politics, but he is horrible. He's a horrible man. Is a cruel, vindictive man who is obsessed with making more and more money. And that it was like when last week when that guy from the piss water company, what are they called? Brewdog piss water. It's like Apple Mac for beer drinkers. That it's like, yeah, don't drink it because it's nice, drink it because it's cool. And I don't think anything's cool because I'm just a bitter old ginge. But yeah, he said, "Oh, all my staff are lazy," and James O'Brien just made the best point. He went, "If they're so lazy, how come you're so rich?" Yeah, very good point. Well made. James O'Brien was on fire this morning. Actually, if anyone who listened to him, I had to listen on catch up because I went over my time, and then I had a meeting about this show tonight. So there's a show on at 8 o'clock on the new Movement Forward page, which I'll be shunting you all over to, if you don't mind, after Geoscope. So Geoscope's on a bit earlier tonight. It's going to be on at 6:30 till 7:30, and then at 8 o'clock there's going to be this show, which is going to be talking about disinformation and interviewing an author about that. I'm sorry I don't have the name in front of me at the moment, but I'll be producing it, so you might notice some familiar scenes from my catalogue of graphics. But yeah, I don't think it's set up for super chats yet. They've only got like 7 subscribers, so we're just starting off. This is their inaugural live stream, which is exciting. You can get caught out on live streams. We were talking about this. I did a live stream. This is during COVID times. And it was going to go out live, and it wasn't until like I literally pressed the go live button on this different channel. It was a different channel. It was going to be about movies or something, and I pressed the go live button, and then I got a message off YouTube saying it wasn't working on OBS. Sorry, saying it wasn't working, and I was like, oh shit, it's not working. And then it turned out that actually, you needed to have set up that you wanted to do a live stream for the first time 24 hours before actually doing your live stream. I guess this is to stop people just spontaneously, making an account and then just live streaming, I don't know, TV or something before anyone can stop them. I'm not sure, my friends, not sure. So I'm gonna do 2 more quadrants of this tonight, and then I'm gonna just gonna have something to eat quickly, and then I'm gonna do Geoscope at 6:30, and then I'm gonna. Oh no, yeah, I'm eating at 6, and then I'm gonna go and set things up for the stream that I'm not gonna be on it. I'm not gonna be hosting it. You're not gonna see me. I'm just gonna be producing it in the background. But if you want to come along to it and lend your support, that'll be great. Won't cost you anything. Won't cost you a penny. It can't cost you anything because we're not set up for super chats on there yet. So yes. Oh yes. Where's the? Couldn't see the bit I needed. Right, we're nearly there to the bit that I like. You know the bit I like. The bit I like is when I get to put the countries on. But I've got a feeling there's going to be a lot of ocean because I don't know. A lot of people don't realise this. I don't think, but a lot of the southern hemisphere is taken up by ocean. There's not as many countries, not as many land masses as you might think. Oh wow, Commander DJ Burp for a £5 super chat. That's really kind of you. Thank you, sir. Ivan, £200 in Argos free delivery for the Lego World Clock. Jesus Christ, that's expensive. Oh my God. Thanks, Cliff. Thanks, Doug. I don't know what I did to deserve that, but cheers, guys. Really appreciate it. I'm making the most of it, as you can see. Making the most of it. Making the most of it. Yeah. All right. So we've got 2 more elbow pieces here, and then we've got to put these little black pieces in here, and then we will go. I like the way everything's color coded. I really like that. It makes it a lot easier than when you're dealing with, say, what's it called? IKEA stuff where things are the same color and bolts are the same color and screws are the same color, but they're a slightly different size, and you use the wrong bloody screw, and then you're like, ah, shit. Yes. Is Billy Ocean really an ocean? Yeah, Billy Ocean, Pacific Ocean. There's Ocean games. They were big in the 80s. Remember Ocean? I remember Ocean. Didn't they do RoboCop? And who else? There was Ocean Size. I think that was a song. Who sung Ocean Size? Was that Pearl Jam? Was that Pearl Jam? Just shouting out the window. Oh, oi! Was that Pearl Jam? Okay, so they are now set up, and that's really cool. And now all I need to do is get these bits here. Not the wrong ones. It's really easy to get the wrong ones here, but I'm not getting the wrong ones. It's okay. And then we put that one on there, which always bothers me because it looks a bit rickety to me. It doesn't look as secure as I feel like it should be because it's just held on by this 2-piece here. But whatever. As long as no one drops my globe, it should be okay. So yeah, we're doing this tonight. So hopping over to, and I know that Maximilian does a stream tonight. So if you want to go and watch his stream at 8:30, that's fine with me. You can watch our channel for watch the movement forward for a little bit, and then head over to our friend Maximilian's. That would be sound like you can do that. You can do that. Right. So I've got the pieces here. I'm gonna put them there, line them up, and I'm gonna get the. I mean, this is basically just gonna be putting the C in. Right, and we get the globe, the globe. Hello, globe. How's it going? I'm just going to have a swig of this. Oh, that's better. Right. So, first of all, we need one of these pieces, which has got this, like this. And it looks like we're adding a bit of Chile. Because don't forget, we're upside down. So I'm going to just swing this around to... There's Africa there, and there's South America there. And then you can see... It's going to go here. So we're going to add a little bit of Chile. So first of all, I need a one of these pieces here. Oh, we're going to add a little bit of Antarctica as well. That's pretty sexy. And that's going to go like that there. And then this is a green piece at the very bottom. I guess this is a Tierra del Fuego. Oh, no, it's actually not. No. No, it's not. It's not even nearly Tierra del Fuego. This is the piece above it. By the looks of things. So this is Chile, and I'm guessing that's the Atacama Desert, the driest place on earth. And then all those people who are very big, what are they called, QI enthusiasts go, no, it's not, Graham. No, it's not. It's not. You're talking bollocks. That's actually in the Antarctic. Well, there you go. There's the Antarctic. That's the driest place on earth. Chill, baby, chill. Right, let's add this bit. Now, Chile is a fantastic country. I would really, really recommend people go there. Santiago is beautiful. It's a UNESCO World Heritage City, like what Liverpool used to be before we lost our status because of an idiot. So many bad things in life happen because of freaking idiots. And that goes into there like that. I'm not liking how that is not. There we go. That's more better. I hope that hasn't broken off. No, it's still there. Okay, right. So now we have... Can you see the mistake? Can you see the mistake I made? That becomes massively obvious. Oh, shit. I dropped the thing. Oh, Mikey's in the chat. Mikey! How you doing, lads? He's all right. There you go. Oh, shit. Shit. Put the thing on the... There you go. There you go. There you go. That's it's upside down, but basically that's Chile, and it also Chile. This is also Chile because Chile goes all the way down. But also that's a bit of Argentina, and that also goes all the way down. So it's a bit confusing, but there you go. And there's no things to put anything on in that bit of the Lego. So I guess I can't just add to that. So you just got to kind of squint, I guess. And then you've got obviously Bolivia around here. You've got Peru. You've got Ecuador here and Galapagos Islands there. And then you've got Colombia here. You've got Venezuela. You've got the Guyanas around here. And that's obviously Brazil around this huge area. There's 2 countries in South America that are not attached to Brazil. They don't share a land border with Brazil. What are those countries? Name those countries. That's your next task. Okay, my next task, while you're naming the 2 countries that do not touch Brazil in South America, we're going to go over to this fella here. Oh, this is fun, right? So in here, I've just got 1 piece left. I've just got 1 little bit of land. That's it. I'm guessing this is Rapa Nui or Easter Island. I'm thinking this is Easter Island. I might be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. I'll be wrong again before tea time. Okay, so that's now added on there. And we're going to add Easter Island. Here we go. I think it's Easter Island. I'm guessing it's Easter Island. Which is owned by Chile. So just to remind yourself where things are in the world. The Galapagos Islands are owned by Ecuador. So the closest country to the Galapagos Islands is Ecuador. And Rapa Nui is owned by Chile. So there you go. That's Rapa Nui. Easter Island. I think that's Rapa Nui. It might not be. I mean, if you put more of these things in, it might turn out to be something else. But the next 2 pieces are literally just ocean. There's nothing getting put on there. There was only that 1 piece that was left in the and that was it. So yeah, we're doing well though. We're up to halfway through this cast. Oh, hang on. No, Graham, that's the wrong one. We need this one, which has the triangular bit in there. You see, because that's a straight piece, and that's a triangular. Trapezoid. To be decided, it was a trapezoid. There we go. Ecuador and Chile, says Sarah Davis. And you're absolutely right. They're the 2 countries that do not border Brazil. Brazil being a very big country. And a lovely country. Really, really cool. So there you go. Yeah, I think that is Easter Island. It's got to be because there's nothing else much around that area. Maybe we're heading into French Guiana territory. I don't know. But then we've got a load of pieces to put here. I'm guessing that the next 2 aren't going to have much in the way of land forms on them, but we will see as we open up. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, sorry, that was a bit dramatic, wasn't it? Bag number 14. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, let's get to it. Oh man, I'm a little bit ahead of schedule. That's good because I've got to wrap up today at 6 o'clock on. It's going all over the table. We've got to wrap up at 6 o'clock on the knocker. Or else we'll be in trouble. Right, empty. This. No, Colombia's got a border with Brazil. It's Ecuador and Chile. Sarah Davis got it right. She gets the points. Well done, Sarah. Hey all, says Diz. Hi Diz, how you doing? We're making Lego. We're playing with Lego on the internet. But we're not talking politics. What are we talking about? We're talking about travel. So tell you some stories. I was in Chile back in 2002. I went to Valparaiso and I went to Santiago. It was brilliant. It's supposed to be in the middle of winter there, but it was, across the Andes in a boat. Not in a boat. What the hell is wrong with me? Fitzcarraldo, its name was. No, I crossed it in a coach, in a bus, and it was kind of crazy because we were going up really, really high, but oh my god, the views were just insanely beautiful. I just remember it being very, very blue and just warmed my soul. Really liked that. I also liked Argentina. Argentina, lots of fun. Not so much at the moment because they've got a dickhead in charge, but they're not the only ones. I really liked Argentina. I was in this place called Mendoza, and there was a guy in our dorm who snored absolutely crazy. When someone snores so loud, it's like they're shouting, they're barking. That's how loud it is. The walls are shaking because they're so loud. Basically, that was this guy. about a month later, I was in Brazil, and it was the 2002 World Cup final, and Brazil won against Germany, I think. Someone needs to look that up. I think it was against Germany. Anyway, so it was the fifth time that the Brazilian national team, had won the World Cup, and the country went berserk. I was in Rio, massive party, people on the streets, everyone dancing, everyone singing. I'm trying to get from the other side of Sugarloaf Mountain. I was trying to get over to Copacabana Beach, where my friend was to meet up with her. And I'm driving along in the taxi, and there's all these people like dancing in the streets. And then there's one bit where these people are dancing on the street in front of the taxi, and the taxi can't move anywhere. And one of them sees me. I'm like filming out the window and dancing, and he runs over to me and he's like, Mendoza, Mendoza. And I'm like, what? No, I'm Graham. I thought you thought my name was Mendoza. And he's like, no, we were in that dorm with that motherfucker who snored so loud. And I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. So there you go. Dancing in the streets. He wasn't the one snoring. I just want to stress it was somebody else. It's so funny though. Mendoza, that motherfucker. Great days. Anyway, yeah, Brazil knocked us out that year too. And Anthony Fisher, 2002. Great year. That was before odd numbered years got really awful. Could never get the hang of odd numbered years. Sorry, even numbered years. What am I talking about? Odd numbered years. I could never get the hang of even numbered years. I can't even get the name right of them. Goes in here like this, and so tomorrow we are going to be doing the last couple of bits, the last two bags. There's two bags left, so we'll be doing that tomorrow morning after morning brew. Okay. Oh, we got another sign. Look at this, Australia. I like the little L. I like the way the L goes underneath. Australia. So we're going to add a bit of Australia, I guess, with this one. G'day, sport. We're going to Australia. Put a snag on the barbie. My amazing Australian accent. Thank you. Yes, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Enjoyed visiting Turkey. Oh, I love Turkey. Do you know what? Really good food. You kind of think of like Greece as having good food, but in a stand-up fight between Greece and Turkey, I'll go with Turkey. But in a fight between Turkey and Cyprus, I'll go with Cyprus. But in a fight between Cyprus and Lebanon, I'm sorry, best food is from Lebanon. Oh my God, they know how to food. They certainly know how to food in Lebanon. But yeah, Turkey's beautiful. I've been to Turkey a few times, and one time I went to Cappadocia, which is just like a magical fucking fairy kingdom or something. These amazing like fairy tower. I think they're called fairy towers or something. These rock formations, and there's a cave complex where people used to live. It's wonderful. And then I also went to what's left of the Temple of the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, I think it is, which is one of the seven wonders of the world. But it was burnt down by someone who wanted to be famous by burning something down. And apparently, for a long time, you couldn't say his name under pain of death. Like if you said his name, the authorities would track you down, put you to death. But for some reason, we do have a record of his name, which then became known as an act in order to become famous, a terrible act in order to become famous. So that's the guy who shot John Lennon. Please don't write his name in the chat. And yeah, obviously Elon Musk. Please don't write his name either. Or Trump. On the phone, they won't stop talking. Sorry, is that me? He just won't stop talking. Do you remember when they had an X-ray of Beckham's ankle on GMTV in the build-up to that World Cup? Yuri Geller send positive vibes. Why do I remember this? Yeah, Yuri Geller, he's a con man for the ages, isn't he? Jesus Christ. I can sense water on the moon. And then, like, they find some frozen droplets of water on the moon. He's like, I told you. It's like, yeah, it's not much use, though, is it? Frozen ice caps of the moon. But yeah, he's apparently he's not a very nice man as well. He has a tendency to sue. Oh shit, I've done the same thing. I keep putting these two together when I'm supposed to touch this. Get it right, Graham. Yeah, he's not a very nice man. What can I say? Right, this is symmetrical, I think. So yeah, symmetrical. Put that little angle piece on there. Ooh, Ivan, thank you very much for the super chat, sir. Thank you. I can't travel now due to medical conditions when I called. My favourite places for holidays were Gran Canaria and the Greek islands. Greek food is lovely. Greek food is lovely. I'm like, when I say if I had the choice, I'd choose Turkish food. You have to understand, I absolutely love Greek food. So this is like the S tier of world foods. Absolutely love it. Love Indian food, Mexican, Italian, French. Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, Thai food as well. Or anywhere in Southeast Asia, fantastic food. It's one of the joys of travel is food. It's just being able to, try something new that you've not had before. But one of the wonders of modern life is that because of immigration, because we can have people coming from all different parts of the world to come and live here in the UK, you can actually you can travel to these places on your own high street. I did go to a restaurant in your own town, and you can taste what they eat in the Himalayas, in a Nepalese restaurant, something like that, which is just absolutely wonderful. And it's one of the things that should be really celebrated about migration. And one of the big pushbacks we're going to have to do in the next few years, like cultural pushbacks against the people who've just taken over in the States, is we need to make a positive case for immigration. We need to get our stupid Labour MPs to be making a positive case for immigration, explaining why immigration is actually fantastic, why it's a great thing, because the first country in the world that absolutely embraces immigration, that says, hey guys, I got a good idea. Why don't we just allow anyone who wants to apply to come to this country to apply to come to this country? Just do it. We have the AI, all right? You don't need to even employ someone these days. Just set the perimeters to say yes or no and just let anyone apply. We will be the richest country in the world by a mile in just a couple of years. The first country that's brave enough to do that, I guarantee it, they will be absolutely minted. Minterinoed. Minted, I tell you, minted. Although we're not minted in this country, we've been Minforded. Minford, like Patrick Minford, he's screwed us. Possibly like no, I'm not gonna say that. Possibly he is privately educated. Of course, he gets to opine about the joys of Brexit on TV. You don't, I don't, because we didn't go to the right school, did we? No, 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 no. Why didn't you go to the posh school? I did go to quite a posh school. It was a grammar school. Yeah, but not posh enough, mate. Sorry. You go onto the B squad for life. Oh, hang on. Put this one in the wrong way. That's probably why I'm on the B squad for life, because I put the Lego piece in the wrong way. Building a 3D map of the areas Trump wants to annex. This guy's a fucking lunatic. Unfortunately, he's just let a load of fellow lunatics out of jail. I mean, this is an absolute disgrace what he's done here. Almost as disgraceful as me trying to put this together. I'm putting it around the wrong way. Yeah, there was a guy who was sentenced for 22 years, 22 freaking years for sedition and like plotting the overthrow of the United States of America, and he's out now. The guy who tasered the police officer, tasered them. This is the party that say they're there for the for the police, right? Yeah, and they say, oh yeah, but the Democrats, they want to defund the police, and like, yeah, they want to defund them and put that money in other areas, especially when it comes to like mental health support, drug support, traffic violations should be done by different bodies. It seems ridiculous that the police, one minute they're investigating. I know it's a different division of the police, but you're still a police officer, and some of them investigate murders, and some of them stand by the side of the road and say, oh, you're going a bit too fast. It's ridiculous that it's all one service. But yeah, it's the Democrats who are the baddies, and actually the people who love the police are the people who stomped on their heads and tried to kill them with tasers. Nice. Anyway, so this goes on to oh, actually no, I need to just do this little. Where's these little guys? Okay, 22 years. Yeah, he's had his sentence of 22 years commuted by Trump. He's fully pardoned, and now he's back on the street. Trump now has 1,600 brown shirts to choose from, who will do his bidding as his private militia. And literally, they'll do anything he asks, no matter how fucked up or sadistic. But you know, it's what these lovely old people voted for in America, who are like, yeah, I'm old, so I'm going to just screw everyone. That's what you get for being young and having dreams and aspirations and wanting the best for everyone. Anyway, I'll tell you what I was going to do. Politics. One place I could have gone was Canada. When I was about 8 or 9, my mum got offered a job in the children's home, says Anthony. Sadly, she never took it, and she's no longer here, so I can't ask her where it was. Ah, shit. Well, I mean, I guess, I mean, you could have a look. You could have a look at different children's homes in Canada. I mean, Canada's a great place. It's very cold, but it's a great place. It's a wonderful, wonderful country. Unfortunately, oh God, stop talking about politics, Graham. But they do have a knobhead who's about to possibly become prime minister once Trudeau disappears out of sight, not out of mind, just out of sight. Trudeau, the last of the the old school politicians who were going around saying, "Hey, I've got an idea. Why aren't you just not horrible to everyone all freaking time? How about that? Hey, have you thought of not being horrible to everyone the whole freaking time? No, you haven't, because you're Donald Trump and you only think of yourself. All this stuff could lead people to have a nervous collapse. Yeah, I mean that's something that I'm kind of trying to deal with and trying to work my way through with this Lego and shit. I mean, you know, it is difficult, but we've got to keep going. You know, one foot in front of the other, because one day evil will fall. Someone was laughing on the show this morning about me saying, you know, the silver lining is that you know, everything ends. But yeah, as fans of 6 Feet Under will tell you. Oh, hang on. I did this wrong. I did it wrong. It's fine. It's all right. We will survive. Right. So then there. 2 of these. So go on here. Go away. You're mucking up my mise en scene, motherfuckers. Mise en scene. But you know, there's still things to enjoy. And here's the thing. They want us to stop. They want us to stop everything. They want us just to curl up into a ball and cry. And we're not going to do that. I'm not going to give them the satisfaction. But also, do you know what they really, really, really hate? They hate us. They hate it when we laugh. Because these people are humorless motherfuckers. That's why they're so lonely and so angry. They just don't have the capacity to just go, oh yeah, that's funny. Their only source of humor is when somebody hurts themselves or something horrible happens to somebody. They like that. They enjoy that because they're, you know, mostly sadistic little shits. And the rest of us, basically, we've just got to make sure that we make them feel like an outsider. We make them feel like they're not welcome. They're not part of the mainstream, and they never will be. I mean, they seek the desperately seek the affirmament of the clan, and they want to, you know, push their ideas and their agenda onto the rest of us, and we're just not going to take it. Like, why should we? Why should we listen to this shit? It's toxic, neurotic, awful, psychotic, not neurotic, so psychotic shit that they're coming out with, and there's no reason for us to entertain it or go along with it when they say, "Oh, he wasn't doing a Nazi salute; he was doing a Roman salute." The correct response to that is "fuck off." Or have you always been this thick, or were you kicked in the head by a horse? You know. But they hate it when we laugh. They hate it when we laugh at them. They hate it when we just laugh with each other over things. So, you know, keep being funny. Keep being funny. That's my thing. Not that I'm particularly funny, but I've got friends who are. They're very funny indeed. Right. I've made these little scutters from Red Dwarf, and now I've just got to put a little bit on the end of them. So this goes on to here, and then we have one of these little washers. We're nearly there, peeps. We're nearly. Oh, on the floor. I'm back. It's okay. Back from outer space. What are you saying in the chat? A walk in the sunshine is still nice. Yeah. Get away from it all. Just unplug. If it is getting on top of you, my top advice is, and I know it's going to sound really stupid now because I'm going to go, yeah, stop watching this, but literally stop watching the stuff that's freaking you out. It doesn't mean it's going to go away, but you don't have to go on the BBC website. You don't have to watch these videos of ours on our channels. You know, we will survive. Your mental health is much more important than me getting, you know, an extra few people watching these shows. I've been asked to do more of these where we don't talk necessarily about politics and we talk about other stuff. We talk about, you know, what we've been up to. Also, you know, mental health, things like that, and we look out for each other. And I do like that idea. So I'm considering next moves for this. Because this is just like a bit of a spontaneous thing of like, oh, I've got this Lego globe that I need to make. Maybe I should make it with my friends on my channel. Haha. Stuart Lee comedy helps, yeah. I love it when he does that thing about like it's not just racists who voted for Brexit. Cunts voted for Brexit. Countries voted for Brexit. Oh god, I just demonetized this. It's alright. It's only my regulars watching anyway, so it's okay. Just a bit of fun. Right. They're done. That's it. That is literally that is it. That is it. They're done. That goes on like that because it's just the ocean. So back we go. Back once again with the Renegade Master. Oh, hello. Look at this. We've got the world here. Hello, world. We've got the Pacific Ocean. Let me be Pacific. I want to be down in your South Seas, as the man once sang. Right, okay. There we go. That's done. That was hard. But I think the next one might have a little bit of New Zealand on it. Yes, it does. I could sense that. I could sense it coming. I could feel it in me waters. There was going to be a bit of New Zealand and maybe. Oh, hang on, we got a super chat. Thank you very much, to Ivan Ambrose. Graham, how do I best respond to someone who keeps going on and ludicrously suggesting that Starmer doesn't care about children, otherwise he would start a national inquiry? They sound like a toxic person, and it's very easy for me to say, oh, just you know, ignore them. I don't know how close you are to them, but I would find it very, very difficult to conduct a conversation with someone who has drunk the Kool-Aid in such a way that they just believe everything that's just fed to them by Murdoch and Rothermere and all those gobshites. So yeah, I don't know. If it was me, I'd probably just insult them and then defend them. But I'm a bit like that. I'm a terrible, terrible influence. I'm a terrible influencer. Oh wow, number 3, gifted 5 Politics Social memberships. Welcome new members. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Richard. That's very kind of you. So Mac and Duncan and Peter and Ryan and James are now members of the channel for a month. Hey, that's pretty cool. Well done, everyone. So if we're going to have a look over here, I'm going to guess that this is Samoa or Tonga maybe and Fiji because they're around this area. So I'm guessing that they're to represent Niue, Cook Islands, what's the name of that place? Tokelau. Samoa, American Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, Wallace and Fortuna, and possibly some more stuff up here, like Kiribati is not there. I can't see anything for Kiribati. I can't see anything for Palau or the Federated States of Micronesia or anything like that. So I don't know. I think those 2 dots there represent everything. They represent the entire island, the all 12 island nations of the Pacific. Right now, I'm going to do a bit of Australia. Where I used to live. I used to live in Australia, in Melbourne, Thornbury near Northcote. Great days. Australia's mostly desert, of course, because of course it is. And we've got this is going to be Tassie. This is going to be Tasmania here. All right, so that's your map of Tassie. That's your map of Tassie right there. Let's just move this down. And then you've got to put your map of Tassie on here. There's going to be like one Australian in the chat going, I know what he means by that. Okay, Mapatazi, there we go. And then we have this bit here, which is, no, that's the wrong colour. It's green. We need a green bit. I'm getting better at spotting the green bits. Oh, Alistair, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Graham, thank you for the rant. You actually made me feel better this morning. Exactly what I needed. Hope the chat hope the chat can have some more hugs. Oh, Alistair, thank you, and thanks for allowing me to go off on one like a bloody lunatic. Because sometimes you just gotta go off on one. That's the way I see it. And obviously the guy who does Jonathan Pike is that way as well. Sometimes you just gotta have a good old fashioned rant. And throw some jokes in there. I don't think politics needs to be serious all the time. And I know that it winds up the gam-gams when you laugh. I don't like it when you laugh. So I'm doing half of Australia here. So I'm doing Eastern Australia. I don't think they ever call it that. The East Coast of Australia. So along here, we've got the little bit that sticks out the top there, and then this bit is desert. You can see that's Darwin, desert Darwin there, and then we've got the desert, and we've got the Uluru is there in the middle, right in the middle there, and down this coast where it gets a bit more green, we have Sydney, Canberra there, we have Melbourne down here, and we have Adelaide here, and this is Bris Vegas just on the corner there, or maybe that's Townsville. I don't know. Travelled all over Australia. Like I say, I've had a few good times in Australia. Gotta say. I once drove all the way from Melbourne to Darwin and then all the way down the coast. If anyone wants to watch the video of that, I'm going to put it online soon. And I also did a trip from Melbourne over to the bit that I'm about to put on the other side, which is going to be Perth. So I'll talk about that in a moment. Ooh, Ivan. Thank you very much, Ivan, for the £5 super chat. YouTube membership. This has turned into a laughing matter for me. Oh, did you try on someone's laptop? Because we thought that it might be your phone. It might have been like Apple blocking it because Apple's evil. We don't like Apple. Well, we're so nearly there. I know this is upside down, so I'm going to turn it the right way around so you can see what it's supposed to look like when it's the right way around, almost. But there you go. There's Australia. There, just a little bit of it, just half of it. We're going to do the other half now, the other end, the other side. So put that over there for now, and then we get this bit. And okay, so I just got to double check I didn't put any. Missed a bit, people. Sorry, bringing it back. Very naughty, Graham. You missed a bit of Antarctica, silly boy. Right, so I need to grab this bit here. And then we find Australia, and then we put that. Oh shit! Put that on the top, like that. It just goes there. Hurrah! Bit of Antarctic love there. Bit of love for the old Antarctica. Right, next bit we've got to do a little bit of Australia. Bit of Australia, mate. Right, so now we're going to do the other half of Australia. So this is brilliant because this is going to be the red centre. Which is all desert all the way down. It is all desert from coast to coast, which is just phenomenal. And then we've got this bit here. We've got Broome. We're going to add Broome to that Broome there. A place that nobody goes. Where is Broome? Nobody knows. And then we've got another bit of desert to go in there. And then we've got the Nullarbor. See this area here? These three nodules. That's the Nullarbor, meaning no, what's it called? Oh my god, I'm missing a bit. This isn't fun. Have I just put the wrong piece in somewhere? I should have. Oh. I should have another brown piece like this, but I've only got a green piece. So that's not right. What do I do? Where do I go? Who do I notify? I mean, it works out, I guess. Maybe I did the wrong piece on here. It's all right. We got bags of time. We've got 5 minutes to dick around. Let's have a look. Let's go back a page on the old instructions here. Oh no, don't need to. So we take off Australia. Come come on, off you come. All right, let me just double check that I have all the correct pieces here on Australia, right? So that's tan. That's tan. Is that all tan? Yeah, and then that's green. I need another tan piece. Oh, my God. I found it. It was the North Island of New Zealand, which isn't a desert. It's the absolute opposite of a desert. It's very temperate. You see, this is the wonderful thing about Lego. You can always see when you've made a mistake. Although, it might not be that easy to get the piece. Hang on, I'm just going to take this off a little bit so I can get my finger on there. It's when it pays to have fingernails. Oh my God, come on. Oh, you bastard. Hey, there we go. That was a brown piece, and I should have used a green piece. Don't you hate it when that happens? God damn you, green piece. There you go. Wonderful. 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 Wasn't the Rainbow Warrior #1 sunk by the New Zealanders? Didn't the New Zealanders sink the fucking... Was that New Zealand? Someone look it up. How much is Antarctica is represented there? None at the moment. When Angry Pagan, as you can see, that the bottom is just that at the moment. But there is going to be a circular piece that gets like a cap, an ice cap that gets put on the bottom there. So you've got a couple of bits of white, and then they merge up with the rest of the continent, the great southern continent of Antarctica. Right. Okay. Put the Australia badge on. Everything's upside down, and everything wants to kill you. Why does everything want to kill you in Australia? I don't know. It just does. Right, there we go. And that is the correct desert-coloured bit to go there. That would have just killed me. It would have killed me. I would have just cried myself to death if that had not been right. It would have annoyed me forever, ever more. And then we had to put a little bit of Antarctica. There you go, one Angry Pagan. Little bit. Was it not Japan? No, it's not Japan. Japan's in the northern hemisphere. New Zealand is in the southern hemisphere. Right, and then we put that in there, and we clip that in. Dun dun dun, zippity doo da, zippity day. We've almost got a globe spinning my way. Look at this. This is awesome. This is very, very cool. This GoPro kind of it's got a wide lens on it, so it kind of widens it out a bit. But it's really cool. Look at this. This is so cool. And then we just got a little bit of the Death Star missing under here. We're gonna do this bit tomorrow, and then we're gonna. Oh, something just broke. That came out of there. We're gonna do we're gonna put it onto this. On this. Just show it to the other one. I'll flick over. I'll flick over to the other screen. Hello everyone. Right. So tomorrow, if you would join me after morning brew, before we do Prime Minister's questions, we're gonna have a cheeky little show where we finish off doing the world. We've got that little bit of it left to do. And we're going to finish that, and we're going to put it into the globe holder. I'm really holding my life in my hands here because there's a very good chance I could drop this at any moment, which might undo all our sterling work so far. So there you go. There you go. Oh my God, this is really exciting. I'm so glad I've got some kind of diversion, especially this week. So then, Graham is a globe tart. Globe tart? Okay. That's not very nice. The French, I thought, blew up Rainbow Warrior. French admitted as Greenpeace was protesting nuclear tests. Oh my God. But wasn't it blown up like near to New Zealand? Wasn't like New Zealand the closest country to it? Or did New Zealand pay for the Rainbow Warrior too? I can't remember. It was a long time ago. I was a kid. I was a very small child. It was the French in New Zealand, Portugal, Graham. Hang on, what? Alistair, what? Say that again. It was the French in New Zealand, Portugal. What? There's a place in Portugal called New Zealand. There's a new... Careful, Graham. The world is in your hands. I know. Don't I know it? Don't I know it, people? The world is in all our hands. This is a precious little marble of life in a vast oasis of... Sorry, in a vast desert of death. Of non-life. In every direction for at least 4 light years. So millions and millions and millions of miles in every direction. There's just death. And then we've got this little globe of life. And I think that we should be protecting it a bit more, don't you? Don't you? I think you do, because otherwise you won't be watching this channel. Right, farewell, folks. I'm going to be back in half an hour. Half an hour. Really good timing tonight, surprisingly. We worked out just how long it takes to do 2 of those Hemi quadrants. So I'd just like to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for entertaining me while I create the Lego globe. I hope I've been in turn I've been entertaining you in some way. If not, sorry. I'll be back at 9:30, and then what we'll be doing, we're doing Geoscope with Ollie. So we're talking about the effects of Trump's inauguration and the response around the world. So if you're not feeling politics, you don't feel obliged to watch it, because it might not be too cheerful, although we will be making some jokes at that fat orange bastard blob gobshite's expense, of course. But then if you do want to join us at 8 o'clock, it's on a different channel. It's on the Movement Forward channel. What I'm going to do is I'll put a link in at the end of our video, a redirect at the end of our video, me and Ollie. And it'll take half an hour to get there, but eventually it'll come up automatically after a half-hour countdown. If you want to do that. Oh, number 3, thank you very much for the super chat. I discovered a poem on Twitter and Blue Sky. Yellow alert. Poetry lovers, I discovered a poet. Oh, that's cool. Excellent. Good stuff. Good stuff, Richard. And thank you very much for the super chat. It's very kind of you. Right, that's it for me for now. See you in half an hour. Until then, I'll say, give us a like on the way out. Hello, good evening, welcome, and goodbye.